I'm an executive coach for burned out leaders, and I help high performing executives to save up 10 hours a week to set better boundaries that actually stick and create real time for what matters. And it is about their health, about their family, and about themselves without feeling guilty about it and without feeling like you're falling behind at work. If you're a high performer who's good at your job, gives a lot, and somehow still feels like you're behind, you're exhausted, or you're too stretched by your limit, beyond your limit, you're in this right place today because what I'm about to share is something most productivity coach will not tell you. And it's the reason so many smart, capable people stay stuck in the same cycle over and over again and try too hard, and they don't find a way out of it. So let's get into it and see how we can shift you out of this cycle and pattern. And the belief is I need to manage my time better. This is the number one thing high performers believe. If I had better systems, a better calendar, a better morning routine, I would feel less overwhelmed. So they download the app, they try different methods, they try time blocking, they wake up early, they build the perfect Sunday reset ritual, and they use weekends to recover from the busy week. And for a week, maybe two, it works. And then life happens again. A deadline hits, someone needs something from you, and the whole system collapses. And they think, I just need more discipline and I just need to try harder. And if you have tried to manage your time and it keeps falling apart, the problem is not your system. The problem is what is underneath that. And here is what no one talks about. Time management is a surface fix for a deeper problem. You can have the most organized calendar in the world and still say yes to things you don't want to do, still feel guilty when you stop working, still lie awake running through tomorrow's list, and still wake up at 3 a.m. because of your work thoughts. Because the real issue here is you've been taught that your worth is tied to how much you produce. So slowing down feels dangerous for you, and no app will ever fix it, and no new method will ever fix that. When you believe that rest is something you have to earn, sorry, earn, you will always find a way to fill the time you clear. When you believe that saying no makes you look uncommitted, you will always find a reason to say yes because you are conditioned that way. And when you believe that being busy equals being valuable, you will keep yourself busy even when it's hurting you, even when you're already stretched to your maximum, you will do it. You will always find a way. And when you believe rest is inevitable and it is the way you fuel yourself, and you will get more focused and attentive, and you will do your best work when you rest, then you will always find a way to rest. Time management doesn't touch any of that, it just rearranges the problem. The missing piece is this: you can't schedule your way out of a belief system. If part of you believes that you are only valuable when you are producing, no time block will hold because that belief will always find a way to override the plan. What actually creates change is shifting how you see yourself. When you start to see yourself as someone who protects their energy, not as luxury, but as a strategy, everything changes. You don't need more discipline, you need a different story about who you are and what you're allowed to do. The most sustainable high performers I know are not the ones with the best calendar. They're the ones who have decided at an identity level that their time, their body, and their attention are worth protecting. That decision changed how you respond to requests, how they communicate at work, how they rest at the end of the day without guilt. identity first, system seconds, always. And here are three shifts that actually free up your time. Let's start with the first one. We go from I will rest when I earn it to rest is a part of a strategy. High performers treat rest like a reward. And that is the main problem here. But your brain and body do not work that way. It is not the natural way to work. You have to charge yourself up that you are able to deliver your work, that you are able to, that you can perform at your highest level. Rest is not a sign that you are slacking, it's what makes your best work possible. When you start to protect recovery like a business decision because it is, you stop running on fumes and start running at capacity. Secondly, we go from saying no means letting people down to saying no is how I show up better. Every time you say yes to something that drains you or that exhausts you, you're saying no to something that actually matters and that would actually move you forward and move you towards what moves the needle, towards your goal, towards your income. And in that moment, when you know you are saying yes and you actually meaning no, you say no to your family, you say no to your health, you say no to your focus, and boundaries are not walls. They are they are here. How you protect your ability to actually deliver. And the people who respect you most will respect you more when you are clear about your limits and when you are clear about your boundaries and when you are setting your boundaries. Oh my god. When you are setting your boundaries well. I don't know. I think now you can hear me. Never mind. You can see my live actually on YouTube as well. The beginning, and I'm just going with it now because I forgot to turn on my mic, so you are now able to hear me. I hope. So last but not least, the third shift is going from busy equals to important to clarity equals powerful. Being constantly busy can feel like a proof that you matter, but the executives who have the most impact are not the busiest one. They are the clearest one. They are grounded, calm, and have clear clarity. They know what to say yes to and they know what to say no to, and they are not available for everything. That clarity is what makes them powerful, not their availability. And here's what I want you to take away with today: you don't have a time problem. You have a permission problem. You are waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to slow down, to protect your energy, to say no without explaining yourself, to actually be present with your family at the end of the day instead of carrying work at home in your head. I'm telling you now, it's okay. It's now your permission to rest and to put yourself first and always see if you are already at capacity and can take on that. And more than okay is the thing that will make you better at everything you care about. Working less with more intention will always outperform working more with no boundaries, always. The shift starts when you decide that your time is worth protecting and not someday, right now, right here. If you're already aware that something is lacking, something is missing, right now, right here is to change. It's the right time to change. And there is no right time. You are choosing right now that it is the time to change. If this resonates with you, here's what next. My program, the Realign Method, helps exactly high performers like you, high performing executives like you to save up to 10 hours a week, set better boundaries that actually stick, and create more time for what really matters to you, for your family, for your health, and for yourself without feeling guilty about it and without feeling like you're falling behind at work. We don't just talk about managing your calendar. We go to the root cause. What's driving the overworking? What's driving the guilt? What's driving the constant feeling of not doing enough? And we shift exactly this. And the longer you stay in this pattern, the harder it becomes to break it. Not because you're weak, but the habits get deeper and the pressure keeps building. The sooner you have the right support, the sooner you get your time, your energy, and your peace back. And here is what to do next. DM me the word reset, and I will send you straight to your inbox the link to book a call. And in that call, we will find the gaps and we will map out a simple 3-step plan for you on how to set real boundaries that actually stick. And it takes only 2 minutes to book. Don't wait for things to slow down on their own until you take action. They won't, but you can change how you move through them. And let's do this together. Don't wait. DM me the word reset, and I will send you the link to book a call with me right now straight to your inbox.